If you're running London Marathon this year and you're feeling nervous, excited, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, this video is for you. I've run London 4 times and there's a few things that I wish more runners knew. I've run London in 2014, 2015, 22 and 25. 3 of those were good for age places and 1 was a media spot. And each one has been a different experience. It's not about having the perfect race, it's about making the most of your race day. I'll take you through some practical tips, including race morning, race expo, and pacing those early miles. So the London Marathon Expo, you'll need to go there to pick up your number. It's out in Excel. It's on from around Wednesday to Saturday, and if you can, go earlier in the week. I know some people travel in from far away, so you have no choice other than to go Saturday. That's okay, just I would say go with a plan. But if you're local, if it's not too far to get into London, I'd advise going like Wednesday, Thursday if you can, when it's a lot quieter. Don't forget your ID when you go to pick up your number. Now, there are lots of brands at the expo selling lots of different things, and it's a good opportunity for some shopping. But remember, the golden rule is don't wear anything new on race day. So if there's something that catches your eye, maybe take it home with you, but don't wear it on race day unless it's something that you've tried before and you know works for you. Remember, you've got to stay off your feet as much as possible in those final days. You remembering your carb loading, taking on fuel, hydrating whilst you're there. Don't lose track of time. Getting to the start is one of the things that people often worry about. I've never had a problem with the transport on race morning. The transport for London, everything's free on race day if you're a runner. Don't worry about tapping in or out, just show them your race number and they'll wave you through. The barriers generally are open so you can just go through. There's lots of different routes to the start, lots of different ways you can go by DLR. You can use the trains and tubes. So if somebody's going a different way to you, don't panic that you're going the wrong way. Now, some of the trains do start to get busy, so it might be that you have to wait for the next one, but don't panic. You will get on a train. You'll be given your specific start that you need to head for, and a time that you need to aim to be there, and a time that you need your bag to be on the baggage lorry for. That might be different to your friend. Remember, the start is now waved, so people will be set off at regular intervals. This makes it a lot easier to get to the start because not everyone's trying to arrive there for exactly the same time. But if you're having your breakfast in your hotel and you see people already going past to go to the start, don't panic that you're late. Just stick to what you've been told for your start. Now, there are 5 different assembly areas out on Blackheath in Greenwich. There's red, blue, green, pink and yellow. So again, when you arrive in Greenwich, don't necessarily follow the person ahead of you where they're heading to, because they might be at a different assembly area than you. And we have 3 different start lines, red, blue and pink. Used to be green. I've run off all 3 of those. You can't choose which one you get, and they're all much of a muchness. You're going to run 26.2 miles, whichever one you start at. Don't worry which one you get. When you get to the start, there's going to be a lot of waiting around. So head to the toilet queue, get in that toilet queue. Once you've dealt with that, maybe find the baggage, drop your bag off and then head back to the toilet queue. That tends to be my pattern. There's usually big screens on so you can see what's going on the BBC coverage that morning. They'll be interviewing various people and generally the mood is good. Everyone's in a great mood. There's nerves going around, so maybe have some headphones to block out things if you're somebody that kind of absorbs nerves from other people. But don't worry if you're not with anyone, you'll find someone to talk to. I always do. I also take in my bag, a bin bag, so that I can put it on the ground and sit down. You don't want to be standing around as much as possible. So if you've got somewhere that find a little area you can sit, there's no benches, no seats or anything like that. So a bin bag will help. Make sure you've got something warm to wear. Once you've checked your bag into the baggage lorry, they'll be heading off. You've got a deadline for when you need to do that because they need to leave and get through London before you get to the finish. But keep something warm on, something that you don't mind discarding. You can also use that bin bag, pull a hole in it, stick your head through and keep that on to keep you warm until you get going. Remember, if you're with friends and family, they're not allowed into the start area, so they might escort you as far as they can, but then you're on your own. So I tend to go by myself. I always find someone to chat to or have a quiet moment by myself. You'll be called into your start pen for your wave. your wave will be indicated on your race bib, so they won't let you into one that's sooner than yours. So if you're in wave 5, they're not going to let you sneak into number 4, even if you've got a friend in there. But your friend might be able to drop back into yours, number 5. That also means that if you are late, or if you're in the toilet queue and you really want to go before you start, then don't worry, you can just join the next wave. And if your prediction of how long it's going to take you has changed since maybe you signed up all those months ago, you can drop back. You can't go, oh, it's gone better than planned. You can't go forwards, but you can usually drop back. So it's time for the start, and you'll be surprised how emotional it can feel. Everybody in that start pen with you has been through a lot to get there, whether that's entering the ballot loads of times, raising money for charity, training hard to qualify. It means a lot to a lot of people. It's a big moment. So soak it up, take it in, and then you're running. And suddenly, all of those nerves and those fears start to fade away. Once you're actually doing the running, all your nerves will disappear, I guarantee it. So the danger with the start is that those emotions, that excitement, the adrenaline and the crowds are going to make you go a little bit too fast. Everybody does it. So really concentrate on running a controlled first few miles. Don't let the crowd, the runners, pull you ahead. Stick to your own pace. Don't try weaving in and out to get through them, because those runners go on and on forever, basically. You're going to be weaving all day. Stick to your pace. Be composed. It's a little bit downhill in those first couple of miles, so that might make you go a little bit faster than you want to, but still try and rein it in. Keep your heart rate low. You've got a long way to go. Enjoy it. Look around. See what's going on. The crowds at London Marathon are like nothing else that I've ever experienced. They are out on their doorsteps in their dressing gowns early on a Sunday morning. They've brought the party. They've put their speakers in their windows, bombard you with music. There's kids, there's old people, there's everybody in between, and they're all cheering for you. So if that's something that you think you can feed off, put your name on your shirt. You'll be surprised how many people are gonna call out your name and cheer you on. They all believe in you. I've had some less than ideal London marathons in terms of my own performance, and it's been those crowds that have kept me going. I had somebody on a very hot day when I was walking hand me an ice lolly. I've been handed a beer, I've been handed a donut. That's the magic of London Marathon. I don't think that we get that in many places in the world, and you're part of it. They don't let up. There's a few quieter spots, but there's always somebody there cheering. If you think that that might be a little bit much at some points, try to go into the middle of the road. If you need to have a walk, that's okay. The crowds are going to try and get you to run again, but stick to your own plan. It's fine. Look at the signs that the spectators have brought out. There's going to be some humorous ones. They'll entertain you, and if someone offers you a lolly at 16 miles, then take it. It's quite difficult to spot friends and family on London Marathon Day, so my biggest tip for this would be to go in with low expectations of seeing them, because there's a lot of people. They might use the tracking app to see where you roughly are, but that's not always perfect, and sometimes it doesn't work too well. You maybe have shared your location via WhatsApp or Strava Beacon, or you're using an AirTag. They're all ways that you can try and help them to know where you are on the course, but none of it is perfect. So give them something that's going to help you spot them in the crowd. My friend Josie always has a big inflatable banana. Maybe you can have a balloon or something, and have a really clear plan of where they might be. Now that plan doesn't always go to plan. Sometimes my parents have come down and they've found it really difficult to even get out of a tube station, so they've had to replan. Now as a runner, you're running along, you're expecting to see your friend at mile 5, and you're just looking. It's quite tiring, looking in the crowd, and when you don't see them, that can be quite crushing. So go with the mindset that if you see them, that's great. If you don't, you'll be okay. Don't rely on them for any of your nutrition on the course. Always take whatever gels you're going to take with you, because you can't guarantee that you're going to see them and be able to get them off them. That said, when you do see a friend or a friendly face, it is amazing. And you might see people that you didn't even know are going to be there. I've had shouts out from friends and people that I've coached that I didn't know were going to be there, and they've just turned up, and that's always really special. So to maximise their chances, think about the quietest parts of the course. Now, Tower Bridge is always very busy, very popular. The charity cheering stations get there early, and that's going to be a difficult one. But it's also the point where you don't necessarily need to see your friends and family, because there's enough, it's exciting enough going over Tower Bridge that you don't need a pick-me-up, because the crowd and the location is a pick-me-up in itself. That mile before Tower Bridge though is a lot quieter, so they might find a spot along there before you make that right turn onto Tower Bridge. Another good spot would be along mile 16, and your motivation might be dipping a bit there, so that's a good place for them to come for a pick-me-up. There's still lots of people there, but just fewer than in the really busy spots, so they might be able to get closer to the action to be able to really see you. But discuss which side of the road they're going to be on, because it makes it a lot easier. If you know they're going to be on the right, you can move to the right and have a lot better chance of seeing them. I always find Cutty Sark, there's a lot going on. It's a big bend, there's cameras everywhere, so you're looking at the cameras. There's runners going in all directions, so trying to spot somebody in the crowd there is actually quite difficult, because I've seen a lot of people fall over at that point. So I'm always conscious about staying upright and not slipping, maybe at my face on the BBC, but then carrying on running. So that's not the best spot for your friends and family to come, but actually as you can head out of Greenwich towards Deptford, it gets a lot quieter, so that's a better spot if you want to maximise your chances of seeing each other. And remember, if you don't see your friends and family, it doesn't mean they're not cheering you on, it's just that you haven't seen them do it. Eventually though, Big Ben is going to be right in front of you. You're going to take a right turn and you'll know that you're in the last mile of the London Marathon. Birdcage Walk feels like it goes on forever. It doesn't go on forever. I guarantee you it will be over, but it takes time. You'll see the 800 metres to go sign, a 400 metres to go sign. Buckingham Palace will be ahead of you, and it's time to prepare for your finish line photo. Take a wipe of your face, you might have gel on it or something, wipe your face. Buckingham Palace is going to be there, you're going to turn right again and you will see the finish line. It's another big emotional moment, and just soak it all in. Know everything that you've put in to get to there that day and everything you've taken. However your race has gone, it might not have gone perfectly, but you've done it. Enjoy it, smile. And what I would say is there's plenty of cameras there taking pictures of you. Don't get your phone out just yet, because you're going to get photos of you holding it in front of your face. Let the photographers do their magic. You're going to get a picture. Your friends and family at home might be watching you on the BBC live stream. All those people that are cheering you on wherever they are, they're watching that screen and waiting for you to cross that line. Go get your medal. You've crossed the finish line, you've got your medal. Take that selfie now. Now you've got your medal, take that selfie. You won't have much phone signal probably to send it to anyone, but you've got it. Keep moving. It's better for you to keep those legs moving a little bit, even slowly walking. It's better for you because it'll keep your heart rate from going right down. It'll bring it down a bit more gradually and you'll feel a lot better for it. You're going to get your bag and you're going to go and head to Horse Grounds Parade to go and meet your friends and family. Now, there are A to Z signs about. You've got two names and they might not begin with the same letter. So I'm Laura Fountain. I could be waiting at L or F for my friends and family. So decide beforehand which one you're going to meet at, or maybe you'll meet somewhere else. I usually choose a pub and meet my friends and family there. Hopefully in your bag you've got essentials that you need, maybe some wet wipes, maybe a pair of flip-flops, something like that. You'll feel like a hero. Everyone, people that you don't know, are going to say to you, well done, well done. Remember, the tube's still free, the buses are still free until about 5 o'clock in the evening usually. So you don't need to worry about that. Just get to wherever you're going and sit down and enjoy. Running London Marathon is a big day. It doesn't always go to plan, but you don't need to optimise every moment. Just be kind to yourself, try and enjoy the day, and if you don't enjoy it in the moment, you might enjoy it afterwards. If you're running London Marathon this year, good luck, and I'll see you there.